I am Albedo, Chief Alchemist of the Knights of Favonius. You carry the aura of the stars. Interesting. I would like to study you, if you do not mind. I'm certain we will have many opportunities to be alone in the future.
Okay, our first character here is the alchemic master of Mondstadt, Albedo. He is a sword wielder and can manipulate the geo element.
I really like his jacket, and I want one for myself.
Yeah, same. I don't know if you picked up on it or not, but during the 1.2 trailer at the beginning of the stream, it looked like he's really into sketching or art.
Yeah, that's sort of like a unique aspect to add to his character. Maybe it's like his hobby or something. And I wonder if we're going to learn more about his connection with Sucrose, who is obviously another alchemist and that we have from Mondstadt. You could see her appearing a couple of times in the opening trailer, too.
Okay, so now that we've seen our first new character in action, let's take a moment to get a closer look on his skill set.
Ooh, getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Absolutely. So, like I mentioned, Albedo is a geo character, and he has a pretty unique skill set. When he casts his elemental skill, he summons something that looks like a flower called a solar isotoma. And when opponents within range of the solar isotoma are hit by an attack, the flower will then bloom into a transient blossom, dealing AoE geo damage. Also, as you saw in the trailer, a character can stand in the center of the solar isotoma and it will lift them into the air. So you can basically use it like a platform.
That is so cool. It's like an elevator. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely curious what those blossoms will do in combat. And it seems that his skill will also be really useful for a little boost to get to some of those hard to reach places while adventuring.
Yeah, imagine using the platform to lift Klee into the air during battle. She'd basically become a little turret that rains bombs down on the enemy.
Da-da-da!
All right, so now let's check out Albedo's elemental burst, shall we? His elemental burst causes geocrystals to burst forth, and if Albedo's solar isotoma is already on the field, then fatal blossoms will be generated which burst violently into bloom.
Yes! More flowers! I like it. You know, flowers on Valentine's Day must be so easy for this guy.
No kidding. And speaking of flowers, let's move on to our next new character coming in version 1.2. It turns out that she also makes use of flowers.
Yay, more flowers!
Look how brightly lit the city is at night. Amazing. I wonder what it's like for all the people down there. No thanks. I think I'll pass on the night market. Sorry.
All right, our second character coming in version 1.2 is Ganyu, the secretary at Yuehai Pavilion. As you could see in her trailer, she's a bow wielder that can manipulate the cryo element.
Yeah, her cryo style seems to be in line with the wintry theme we have going on in Dragonspine. Also, did you see her outfit? I mean, all of the outfits in Genshin are amazing. So, of course, hers is amazing too. And are those horns I see on her head?
Yeah, it seems she has red horns, or maybe those are her ears.
Ooh, that's an interesting aesthetic. Okay, now tell me more about her skills. I want to know more about these icy flowers that she has.
Right, sure thing. So first we should point out that Ganyu has a very unique charged attack. As she charges her bow, cryo will accumulate on her arrows, similar to how other archers also use the elements. However, Ganyu has different levels of charge, and the effects of her cryo arrows will change the longer she charges her shots.
Ooh, that's interesting.
As for the flowers, Ganyu's elemental skill also places a flower on the ground like Albedo's, but her flower will attract opponents and then explode after a certain amount of time.
How how attractive are these flowers? So those poor hilly turtles will be like, oh my gosh, hey look, there's a lovely flower over there on the ground. Apparently that's how hilly turtles sound. And then it just blows up in their face? That's so cold.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, things will only get colder from there. Because after unleashing her elemental burst, Ganyu will gracefully raise her hand in the air and summon ice shards that come raining down on her opponents.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like it's gonna hurt! Okay, so it seems like she will be right at home in a cold place like Dragonspine, and I, for one, certainly wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Yeah, me neither. So, both of our new characters look really awesome, but if our viewers would like to know more about either of these two particular characters, they should be sure to play through their story quests, which will be included in version 1.2.
Oh, great! So we'll be getting new story quests for both of these characters as well?
Yep, that's right. Both Albedo and Ganyu will have playable story quests.
Awesome! I can't wait to play through those.
I'm also really excited to see how everyone's story progresses in Dragonspine as well. Speaking of which, why don't you give us the lowdown on the Dragonspine area? I know you're just bubbling with excitement over there.
You betcha! We're off to the new Dragonspine area!
Nice one. Oh, but wait, before we embark on our hike through Dragonspine, why don't we give some prizes out to our lovely viewers?
Oh, right! We have some redeemable codes to thank you, our loyal travelers, for joining the stream. Goodies inbound in 3, 2, 1! Dragonspine will be a completely new playable area for travelers to explore in version 1.2. It will expand the game's current world and open a new part of the map. Let's take a first look at some of the scenery that awaits players in Dragonspine.
Oh, it looks so cool. I think I see a new challenge. I see...
Well, and also look at all those, new chests. Oh, that means new items.
Oh, I know. It's just, I'm always so blown away by the scenery in Genshin Impact. So I really can't wait to explore Dragonspine. It's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, and all that snow makes me want to warm and cozy up with some hot chocolate by a fire.
Ooh, yeah. Get in that little blanket.
Yes!
Make a Paimon burrito.
A Paimon burrito! Oh no, wait, does that mean you're gonna eat me for real?
Don't tempt me.
Paimon is not emergency food!
So, I wonder what that red shiny red thing is. What is that?
Oh, you mean there's some kind of shiny red thingy on the big rock over there.
Let's go take a closer look. How did that sound?
You know what? Not bad. Not bad. We'll need to keep working on your Paimon, though.
Yeah. Oh, wait, there's also some red ore scattered around that area, too. I don't think we've ever seen that before.
Yeah, and did you see the veins coming out of that red core in the middle? I wonder what those are.
So, I'm starting to get a little curious about why this area is called Dragonspine. I mean, there are massive dragon-like bones jutting out of the rock there, but maybe there's also some sort of deeper meaning?
Well, it is pretty obvious that there are actual dragons in the world of Teyvat, given that we've already encountered Dvalin and Mondstadt.
Yeah, so I wonder what dragon these bones are from. Maybe Dragonspine is like some sort of graveyard for dragons or something?
Well, I guess everyone will just have to play and discover more about Dragonspine themselves. Okay, let's look at some more screenshots of the area.
Wow, look at all the icicles in Starglow Cavern.
Yeah, everything is so blue and icy. And look, you can already see one of those time challenges in there in the middle and a couple of the pedestals for Sealies to call home.
Nice. So it looks like there'll definitely be some familiar mechanics in the new area, but it also looks like we're gonna have tons of new places to explore.
Don't worry, little Sealy. I will lead you all the way back to your little homes and then take your treasure chest. Well, besides these ice caverns and terrifying dragon bones, there will be a whole host of very lively creatures awaiting travelers in Dragonspine. So, shall we try and guess which one Zach will get killed by?
Yeah, probably all of them.
To be fair, the monsters here do seem pretty ferocious.
Let's take a closer look.
Hey, your Paimon is getting better already. All right, let's check out some of these monsters.
So it looks like we got a ton of new monsters, which is super cool. I think I see like a Yeti in there, a Frost Yeti.
Well, and I'm wondering about all like the different abilities that these monsters have. Like, ooh, what are they gonna do to me? And how am I going to fight them back?
How many times will I die to these monsters? Probably a lot.
Probably.
Oh, yeah, and I really love what they've done with the wintry aesthetics here.
Yeah, we can definitely tell that cryo is going to be a big theme for a lot of these monsters. I mean, like, they're literally covered in ice crystals.
I love this Frost Arm Law Churl. It almost looks like some sort of, oh, this is the Yeti.
And it's totally gonna stomp on your face.
Yeah, but seriously, these monsters really fit the theme of the environment here, and this Ruin Grater looks like an interesting one as well.
Yeah, we've definitely never seen one like that before.
So, besides all the lovely winter aesthetics and ferocious monsters, are we getting any new mechanics for the Dragonspine area?
Yes, we are. Let's talk about the sub-zero climate.
All right.
So Dragonspine doesn't just look cold. Your characters will actually feel the cold. As you venture deeper into the reaches of Dragonspine without any heat source, your character's body temperature will continuously drop and the effects of sheer cold will accumulate. But be careful. If you let sheer cold accumulate too much, some frosty effects will appear on your screen and your character will start to take damage.
Yikes!
And that's not all. Performing certain actions in the harsh Dragonspine environment can even accelerate the effects of the cold, like swimming, for example.
In other words, avoid jumping into bodies of freezing water. Noted.
But the good news is, there are also many ways to stay warm in Dragonspine.
How about staying in a tavern next to the roaring fire?
I mean, I like that idea, but not exactly. But you are onto something with the fire idea, though. In Dragonspine, travelers can stay close to bonfires or special sources of heat in the area to reduce the effects of sheer cold. There are even special Sealy in Dragonspine that look all warm and toasty, which will protect you from the cold whenever you're nearby them.
Wow, that's crazy. So, this adds a whole new thing to consider when adventuring. I mean, you really have to look for sources of heat and plan your movement carefully.
Yeah, and if you get caught up in a difficult battle with some monsters that takes too long, the cold will probably be a problem.
Right? And I think Dragonspine's environment will have a pretty big influence on the approach of our combat strategies.
Oh, all this sheer cold stuff is already making me feel cold all over. Do you know what we need, Zach?
Sticky honey roast?
Sticky honey roast!
I knew it.
Despite its crazy harsh environment, Dragonspine is still an area beckoning for exploration.
Well, I guess exploration is at the heart of every adventure, right?
That's right! There will be a variety of different things in the environment for travelers to discover and interact with. Let's take a deeper look at some key points of interest in Dragonspine, shall we?
Oh, I'm ready.
After entering Dragonspine, travelers will soon discover some mysterious crystal-like shards in different parts of the area. There are a total of 3 small shards waiting to be discovered, which seem to be completely sealed in ice.
Well, nothing a couple hits from a trusty claymore can't solve, right?
Wrong! Your claymore has no power here!
Oh.
The ice around these shards cannot be simply broken by a weapon's might. Travelers will have to find another way to break through all the icy shells.
Ah, puzzles. Okay, I like where this is going.
Travelers should be sure to keep their eyes open as they traverse the pathways of Dragonspine. There's even some special red ore scattered around that's never been seen outside the area. But remember, not all pathways are open in Dragonspine. The path to the summit is completely impassable, blocked with a mysterious force that prevents you from going forward.
Just like Los Angeles traffic.
Oh yeah, just like that. It's absolutely exactly like that.
So, it sounds like finding the key to breaking these crystal shards might also be the key to unlocking the path to the summit? Interesting. I wonder what's at the top. There's gotta be something contained inside these shards, right?
In fact, there is! As travelers break the shards, they'll discover the Frostbearing Tree. This tree is no ordinary tree. It desires a substance called Crimson Agate. Travelers can collect more Crimson Agate to submit to the tree by gathering it in the wild or completing quests.
Huh. I wonder why this tree needs Crimson Agate. Is that what keeps it alive or something?
I mean, we'll see. The travelers can upgrade the tree and receive rewards by submitting more Crimson Agate. And these rewards will also include a new gadget that you might find particularly handy in Dragonspine called a warming bottle.
Ah, nice. Kinda sounds like a coffee thermos or something. Is it like something we can take to keep us warm on Dragonspine?
Precisely! And once the tree reaches level 10, the travelers can then receive blueprints for a new 4-star catalyst weapon, Frostbearer.
Cool. I love the name. It feels like it fits in with everything that we've been talking about so far.
Also, while exploring and fighting monsters in the Dragonspine area, travelers might stumble across something that looks like a dragon tooth. But you should take note that this is no ordinary dragon tooth.
I don't even know what an ordinary dragon tooth would look like.
If you follow the quests and collect these dragon teeth along with some other items, you'll then use them in the camp to forge another 4-star weapon called the Dragonspine Spear.
Oh, so that's 2 new 4-star weapons we can get now.
Right. And travelers will also receive the weapon's blueprint as well.
So wait, you're basically saying that we'll be like the tooth fairies of Dragonspine? But instead of exchanging teeth for coins, we get 4-star weapons.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, this will be pretty fun. And more weapons is always a plus.
For sure. Now let's take a closer look at what Albedo has been up to in the area. After Albedo's extended exploration of the Dragonspine area, he has discovered some ancient ruins buried in the snow and ice. He's also found some script in the ruins, seemingly pointing him to the lost remains of a destroyed kingdom in Dragonspine.
So, the history of Dragonspine begins to unravel. There's a lot going on here despite the brutal environment.
Traces of this kingdom are scattered all across Dragonspine, and there are even hidden quests. If travelers are able to uncover the secrets of these ruins, they'll receive a new 4-star claymore weapon, Snow-Tomb Star Silver.
Wow, so that's like 3 new 4-star weapons already up for grabs. Dragonspine is loaded.
You know it! All right, Zach. Now that we've finished our first hike across Dragonspine, why don't we talk about some of the events coming for version 1.2?
Sounds good. Right, what would a new version update be without new events? In version 1.2, travelers will be able to embark on an exciting new event, the Chalk Prince
and the Dragon.
Ooh, I wonder who's the prince and who's the dragon.
This event will lead travelers in an all-new storyline across the Dragonspine area, and travelers will get to spend some quality time with our new character, Albedo, who plays a front and center role in the story here.
Oh, nice! So, how do we fit into the story here? And by we, I mean the traveler and, Paimon.
Well, basically, Albedo takes the traveler and Paimon on a dangerous new quest, entrusting the traveler with a cursed sword.
Wait, a cursed sword?
That's right. The traveler is tasked with using this sword in Dragonspine to grow its power.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like your average sword to me.
What's different about the event storyline this time around is that Albedo's very own character story will serve as a precursor leading up to the event story.
Wait, so that means Albedo's story quest will lead right into the event story? Ooh, I always love it when games can tie content together like that.
Yeah, me too. So let's take a quick look at part of Albedo's very own storyline to help set up the scene and get a quick glimpse of his alchemic mastery.
Okay, sounds good.
Whoa, you want to start with that?
You're right. Giving a demonstration would be better than trying to explain. For example, awakening life. Breathing new life into fallen leaves.
Whoa! Albedo does really have strong alchemic powers.
He certainly does. Albedo's character will definitely become more apparent through his storyline and the event.
Yeah, it was nice that we got to know Fischl and Mona a lot better in the 1.1 Meteorites event, and it's awesome that they're connecting Albedo's storyline with the Dragon Spine story this time around.
Definitely. And I'm not sure if everyone noticed or not, but we have a nice quality of life feature that I think a lot of people are going to enjoy, which was featured in that cutscene.
Oh?
In version 1.2, we have a new autoplay function for dialogue, which means the game will automatically play the voiceovers and then proceed to the next line for dialogue scenes.
Oh, yeah! That makes it so much easier to just sit back and enjoy the story rather than having to press a button to proceed every 3 seconds. It really helps make the dialogue sections play like it's almost a movie.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing this one as well. Alrighty, so now let's take a look at some screenshots we have from The Chalk Prince
And the dragon.
story.
But this event has commemorative significance. The church hopes that all sisters will be present.
Hopes? That's odd, because I don't recall a fulfill the hopes of others clause in my job description.
Whoa!
Yeah, so first we have Barbara as well as an unfamiliar character here.
Yeah, she looks really cool. Like, she looks like one tough girl, and she's got the personality to back it up, too. I hope she doesn't hurt Barbara's feelings.
Yeah, her name is Rosaria, and she is indeed one of the nuns, so I'm sure Barbara's used to it.
Well, she definitely doesn't look like a typical nun to me, that's for sure. I wonder what her story is.
I guess we'll have to play the story to find out. She'll be making an appearance in the event. Okay, let's go to our next screenshot, featuring the adorable Sucrose.
Then, could I ask you for a favor? In truth, I feel like Albedo is concealing something from myself and Timaeus. That's true, but I feel like he's always hiding something. It is my personal guess that it is some great secret of alchemy.
Oh, Sucrose seems to be super worried here. Wait, isn't Sucrose supposed to be Albedo's assistant? You'd think she would know what he's up to.
Maybe Albedo's working on some dangerous research that he can't let Sucrose or Timaeus get involved with?
Huh. Well, Albedo's becoming more and more of a mystery. Besides, who would ever want to hide anything from sweet little Sucrose?
Maybe Sucrose is just overly curious about Albedo's work. She's curious like a cat.
Oh, maybe that explains her ears.
Now we're onto something. All right, let's take a look at our next screenshot.
Indeed. The dragon's eyes, claws, and scales ground into dust before being used to coat the blade. In this way, Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword and became the source of its power.
Oh, so that must be the cursed sword you mentioned earlier.
That's right.
And Albedo said that Durin's corruption and venom entered into the sword? Huh. Sounds pretty dangerous. I like how Albedo just decides it's okay to trust us with a weapon like that.
Yeah, well, if Albedo gives it to the Traveler, then it must be a pretty special item. There might even be a price to using such a weapon, and maybe if we pay the price, it could become very powerful?
Huh. Oh, like, maybe it, like, consumes HP of whoever's wielding it, or, maybe it consumes some sort of special items.
Right. Well, I guess we'll have to play the event and see. Okay, it's time for our last event screenshot.
But if you want to know why I trust you, it might be because the unusual ones like us share a certain degree of understanding. Lonely individuals. Those who aren't like ordinary people. Just like, you and me.
Ooh, did you hear that? Oh, Albedo said the unusual ones like us. Does that mean he's like the traveler?
Well, he also said they're lonely individuals who aren't like ordinary people. So perhaps he's simply referring to that they are just both unique in some way?
No, it can't be that simple. Besides, those two look practically alike. I think Albedo has another side to him. Maybe some mysterious identity that he keeps hidden from everyone else.
Or he might simply be a lonely master of alchemy. Such genius is already unusual enough, don't you think?
Oh, now I want to know everything about Albedo.
I guess we'll have to play through the story ourselves to learn more. So, Karina, besides the new storyline, why don't you tell us a little bit about what else travelers can expect from the Chalk Prince and the Dragon event?
Sure thing.
And now, before we proceed to the next section, let's give out another code.
In addition to a new storyline for the Dragonspine area, the Chalk Prince and the Dragon event will also feature a variety of different quests for travelers to complete with tons of different rewards. The Chalk Prince and the Dragon event will be divided up into 4 separate acts.
Ah, I can see already that the cursed sword is going to play an important role in this event.
Act 1 of the event will be unlocked as soon as you've completed Albedo's story quest, called the Princeps Cretaceous chapter. Then each of the following acts will be gradually unlocked afterwards, each containing a variety of different quests and challenges to be completed.
Seems straightforward enough.
Now, here's where the sword comes in. Once all of the single act's challenges have been completed, in addition to the act's completion rewards, travelers will also unlock a new ability for Festering Desire, the Cursed Sword.
Ooh, so the abilities of the sword are literally growing, just like we saw earlier in the storyline.
Exactly, but that's not all. After each event act is completed, travelers will also receive a corresponding type of essence, in addition to all the other stuff we mentioned before.
So, what can we use that for? Oh, please say Prima Gems!
Not exactly. Essence can be used in the event shop, and travelers can exchange it for whatever rewards pique their interests. But there's a key thing to remember here.
What's that?
All of the materials required for refining Festering Desire will also be available in the event shop. In other words, after completing all the event challenges, travelers will also complete Festering Desire.
Nice.
So, if we count the 3 weapons we mentioned earlier, here we have all the weapons that will be available as rewards in version 1.2.
Wow, and I was already excited about the weapons we saw earlier.
So, as we also briefly mentioned earlier, some of these weapons can be obtained directly, whereas others can be obtained indirectly via blueprints.
That's a lot of new weapons. What else do you have for us, Karina? I feel like you're on a roll right now with all these rewards.
Sure am! In version 1.2, the game will also be updated with 2 brand new sets of artifacts. The Cryo Artifact set, Blizzard Strayer, as well as the Hydro Artifact set, Heart of Depth. Everyone can check out the details in the descriptions here.
Oh, yeah. I can see how these are going to be pretty awesome for the Cryo and Hydro characters we have so far. And I like how the names of these new sets match their corresponding effects. Good names just makes everything in the game come together. Mwah.
Oh, yeah. So to quickly summarize for everyone, both sets feature a corresponding elemental damage bonus for a 2-piece set, which is awesome. And then the 4-piece cryo set increases crit rate against opponents affected by cryo, whereas the 4-piece hydro set increases normal and charged attack damage after using an elemental skill.
I literally can't wait to get some of these for my characters. But the question is, which domain are these gonna drop in? Wait, is there gonna be a domain in Dragonspine?
Bingo! An all-new domain called the Peak of Indignir will be available in the Dragonspine area, so don't forget to stop by and unlock the new domain while exploring the area.
If anything, I'll be stopping in there to save myself from sheer cold.
And that's everything we have for the Dragonspine event. But I'm sure you have other events waiting for us, right, Zach?
Yeah, definitely. Tevat is a large world, and plenty of other things will also be happening across the lands in version 1.2. Let's start with an event for travelers looking for a real challenge, the Hypostatic Symphony.
Ooh, sounds musical.
In the Hypostatic Symphony event, travelers will find themselves facing off with hypostases that have some special abilities compared to the ones that we typically encounter in the wild.
Oh yeah, these hypostases seem pretty intense.
More importantly, travelers will be able to select the difficulty and conditions for the challenge. By choosing to take on a harder difficulty and more demanding conditions, travelers will have a chance at receiving more bountiful rewards.
Okay, not quite the musical I imagined, but fighting hypostases is always fun.
But if taking on hardcore challenges is not your style, we'll also have something a little more relaxing called Lost Riches.
Wait, hold on. Did I just see like a Sealy following the traveler? Am I being replaced?
Yeah, no, they would never do that. In this event, travelers will partner up with a little Sealy in search for treasure.
I mean, I hope I'm not being replaced, but I do love the Sealies. They're really cute.
Yeah. No, you're not being replaced, but the little Sealies are really cute. In this event, the Sealy will indicate whenever you are getting close to nearby treasure. After successfully locating the treasure, travelers will receive some special iron coins which can then be exchanged in the shop.
Okay, that sounds really cool, but once we get the Sealy, do we get... I wish we could keep it. Do we get to keep it?
Well, your wish has been granted. After collecting enough iron coins, you can exchange them to add the Sealy to your inventory.
No way!
Yup. Then you can just equip the Sealy and it will accompany you on all your future adventures.
Aw, that's so awesome! If I get a Sealy, I don't think I will ever be able to play without it.
Yeah, same. So travelers should remember that special areas will unlock when hunting for treasure. All you'll need to do is check the map to find each area's location. This'll definitely be a great event for exploring more of the game's open world as well.
Okay, this might just be my favorite part of version 1.2 so far.
And last but not least, we have a returning favorite with a bit of a new spin. You might remember him by his unique sense of fashion and unorthodox business style.
Wait. Is it the crazy traveling merchant guy?
You got it.
Ah, yes! I love that guy! It's Levin!
Yep, and he's back again. But this time around, he's gonna be changing things up a bit.
Oh, this should be interesting.
So, for marvelous merchandise in version 1.2, travelers will now be able to find Lieben while visiting other players' worlds.
Ooh!
Everyone will have different rewards available at random from Lieben each day, so if you're interested in what Lieben is offering in someone else's world, you should be sure to pay him a visit there.
Oh, that's an interesting twist! I can't wait to see what rewards I'll be trading for this time!
All right, and that's it event-wise. So, Karina, why don't you take us through some final features and optimizations travelers can expect to see in version 1.2?
You got it! In addition to all the exciting new events and content we've introduced today, which has already been a lot, version 1.2 will also feature a variety of optimizations to improve the overall gameplay experience.
Awesome. Let's hear some details.
Improvements have been made to various features, including the in-game chat, the photo-taking system, domain drop collection, and character ascension.
Sounds like they've made a lot of improvements to different parts of the game.
Yup, so let's go through each of these improvements one by one and see what's waiting for us in 1.2.
Okay, ready when you are.
Travelers will be able to set custom names for their friends via the friend screen.
Oh, nice. I'll finally be able to remember the names of the people I'm playing with. And Karina will be able to give her friends ugly nicknames.
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname.
There it is.
Also, travelers will now be able to chat directly with their friends via the main game screen, even outside of co-op mode.
Nice. So I'll be able to chat with my friends when I'm working on my single-player quests?
That's right. Please don't spam me with messages, though.
I can't promise anything.
All right, next we have a new gadget coming for version 1.2.
Ooh.
It's called the camera, with a K. Travelers can equip it to be able to snap photos at the press of a button. Also, the classic photo-taking system under the Paimon menu will support new options for character expressions, as well as improved camera movement features. So now it should be easier for travelers to capture all their favorite adventuring moments.
Sweet. I can't wait to try that out on Dragonspine.
Yeah, just be sure to not get frozen while posing in the cold, okay?
Again, I can't promise anything.
And next we have an improvement that travelers have already been requesting for some time now.
Ooh, goody.
Starting in version 1.2, drop domain rewards like materials and artifacts will be directly added to your inventory.
Nice. So we won't have to spend time picking up each of the dropped rewards anymore?
Exactly. Everything will be automatically collected for our travelers now.
Oh, that is so much more convenient.
Oh, I know, right? And our next improvement is also a convenient one for domains. After completing a domain, travelers may now directly choose to challenge that particular domain again.
Yes. That'll also be a real time saver.
And finally, we have a couple of important updates in 1.2 regarding character ascension. First off, travelers will now receive one acquaint fate each time they ascend their characters at level 20, level 50, and level 70.
I'll never say no to more acquaint fate.
Also, travelers will now be able to check any particular character's required ascension materials directly from the main character screen.
Ah, so now it'll be easier to check which materials we need to start collecting.
Precisely! This will be really handy whenever you get a new character and you have to keep checking which materials you need to look for.
Great. I look forward to checking out all of these in game.
Yep, me too. So that does it for the optimizations that are coming in version 1.2. All right, goodies inbound in 3, 2, 1!
Great, and I think that also just about wraps up everything we have for our first official sneak peek at version 1.2. What do you think, Karina? Did you have fun doing the stream together?
Yes! I kind of hope that they invite us back again to do more streams in the future because I had so much fun!
Yeah, I know, right? Me too. And honestly, it looks like they're adding so much new content to the game, I'm sure they'll have us back for more soon. I can't wait to start hiking on Dragonspine.
Yeah, we all know that you're just gonna be frozen out there. But here's to hoping that all of our travelers stay warm and enjoy their new adventures in Dragonspine.
Yeah, stay safe out there, everyone. And thanks again for joining us for the last stream of the year. Hopefully they'll have us back again on the live streams in 2021.
See you all in version 1.2!
Bye, everyone! So this might sound weird, but I'm actually really excited for the sheer cold. I think that's just gonna add a whole other
You're
element
not afraid
to
to
the game.
get frozen?
No, I'm just like I'm ready, you know? I'm ready
Watch,
to be
you're you're gonna accidentally swim and forget that you get like super frozen when
I
you
know.
go into water like a billion times.
I'm probably gonna regret saying this, but I think it'll be fun, too, especially with winter and just, I don't know, it just adds that extra mechanic to the game.
I mean, like, I always like the winter aesthetic, but yeah, I mean, I love snow. I'm from Seattle originally. Snow is great and cold is great, and I just like it.
Yeah, same.
And winter is like the best part of the year. I always like winter.
It is. It really is. Because summer
and
is...
I'm also really excited for the new story. Not only the new characters, but the new story quest lines that come with them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited to... I always like learning about the new characters and what they're up to and what's happening with them. It's always so much fun.
Yeah, no, me too. New characters, new skills. We have new enemies, and we got those emotes, which will be super, super cool.
I am so
can't wait to
excited for
spam
the emotes.
those.
I'm gonna spam just emotes. I'm gonna go into my friends' games, and I won't do any fighting. I will just do emotes. That's what I will do.
Let them do all the hard work.
Exactly, while I spam smiling for 40 minutes.
Well, to be honest, that's pretty much just me. I'm just standing there, and they're just like fighting somebody. I'm like,
Yeah, they
it's
carry
whatever.
you.
Yeah.
And then also there's that cute Sealy that gets to like follow you around.
Yeah, I don't know if we got an explanation on the Sealy or if we know about how it works, but I noticed there were different colored Sealies, if I saw that right.
Maybe?
So I don't know. I'm super excited. I can't wait
and
to
then
start
there's
exploring.
so many new weapons.
Yes.
All
I mean-
of my characters are gonna be decked out.
I mean, there's honestly just so much content because Genshin Impact not only has like all the story missions and the quests to explore and things to collect, but also just like the full-on open world exploration aspect. So I'm sure players are going to be
Which
super
I'm
hyped.
not even done with the current map, so I don't know how I'm gonna find time to go onto the next map and explore all of that. But I'll find it. I'll do it. I'll find out how to do it somehow.
Same, yeah. I can't wait.